The culture of an organization can be decisive to the effectiveness of its information security strategies. In this lecture, we will learn why. Organizational culture is all about how people in a company behave, think, and interact with each other. Culture is like a big picture, made up of everyone's different backgrounds, beliefs, and ways of doing things. Every person in the company, and with every person I mean every person, adds their own small dots of color to this picture. Leaders, of course, play a bigger part in this. They help to establish the culture, sometimes on purpose, and sometimes just by how they act. Organizational culture is very important because it can make the company's information security stronger or weaker, depending on how it's shaped. The PPT, People, Processes, Technology Framework, is a way to look at information security from all angles, showing us that keeping information safe isn't just about having the best tech or being really good at solving problems. It's also about the people involved, making sure everyone gets along, works well together, and thinks of security as a top priority. Now, a smart information security manager knows how important it is to be good with both technology and people. Being great in these areas is key to managing security well. This means they're not just experts in the latest security gadgets and software, but also know how to motivate and involve everyone in the company in keeping things secure. Let's break down the PPT framework into its three main parts. Now, the people part is all about making sure everyone in the team knows how to spot security risks and follows the best practices to avoid them. It's about building a workplace where everyone, no matter their job, thinks security is part of their job too. In other words, establishing a culture that embraces information security. Processes are about the steps and rules we put in place to keep our information safe. This could be plans for what to do if something goes wrong, or regular checks to make sure everything's running smoothly. It's like having a good recipe that everyone follows to make sure the end result is always great. Technology, as the third part of the PPT framework, is about using the right tools and gadgets to keep bad guys out of your systems. It means picking the best security tech, but also keeping it up to date and tweaking it as new threats come along. Balancing people, processes, and technology is crucial for keeping information secure. Each part is important, and if we ignore any of them, we could be leaving ourselves open to risks. So a good information security manager is always working to get better in all three areas, making sure they work together perfectly to protect the company's information. Now, in a strong security culture, everyone in the company, no matter their job, should know how what they do affects the company's security. As you can imagine, this awareness doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It requires senior staff and leadership to build a strong bond with everybody in the organization and make them aware of how each individual can contribute to the overall security. This kind of open communication is the foundation of creating a culture where everyone cares about security. Now, how do we know if a security culture is thriving? Let me give you three clear indicators. A good sign is when the security department is an integral part of projects right from the start. Another good sign is when employees are vigilant, so they know how to spot and report security incidents. Finally, when everyone truly understands their role in safeguarding information assets and seamlessly integrates this responsibility into their daily work. This is when you know a security culture isn't just a concept on paper, but a living, breathing aspect of your organization. To wrap it up, it's clear that fostering a culture of security within a company is far from being a minor aspect of information protection. It's fundamentally central to it. I encourage each of us to reflect on the ways we can contribute to creating an environment where security isn't just a policy or a procedure, but a core value that influences every action and decision in our organization.